I don't even know what take this is, but let's go. Okay. Simple animation in Drawpile. Very simple. So your layers act as your frames. Each new frame gets its own layer. Works the same as Photoshop if you've ever done that. But with each new layer, add new movement, make sure it's going upwards, each new layer. So as you can see, layer 1 is down here and it counts up. Otherwise your animation will go backwards and you don't want that. And once you feel like your animation is ready, you press Ctrl F, which will bring up this menu here, which will let you toggle with your animation preferences. Mostly which you should be messing with is the frames per second, which will just make it faster or slower, depending on the amount of frames that you include or don't include. You can make it super slow too. But that's just as simple as it gets. And once you watch this, this is pretty much just your preview for when you export it, but it's a good test to run, and you will have to check it often for when you do animation. A quick tip for when you're animating is you should always onion skin. Just always do it, which is really easy to do. You just lower the opacity on the previous layer, which will make it more of a sketch, and you can easily work on your next layer without worrying about it being too big or too small. Another thing to keep in mind for when you're doing a character animation is the drop down menu over next to your lock over here. See this drop down menu here? When you click on that, it'll bring you a menu that looks like this. You click on the duplicate, which is right over here, and that will bring up an exact copy of your frame or layer, whichever you want to call it, and you can edit minor details, like with my Naveen I didn't move him much, didn't take much, just did it so he was sitting and he only turned his head by the end of it. So, easy to do, better than copying and pasting. Super easy. That's pretty much Drawpile animation. If you want to export your animation, you just go down to your file and export under autosave, and it will say animation, and you just go from there. I don't know how to make it a higher quality yet, but if I figure that out, I will do a little thing on that too. Okay,